Okay, so like when did you started teaching students? Like since when? Like how long has it been?
I would say it has been really a very long time. And I would love to tell you when it started. First, I accumulated more and more knowledge. When I thought, okay, I was full of knowledge. There I started. I used to look for students. I had some of my friends, and I used to be free. I told them that I just want to share my knowledge and I want to start teaching.
Okay,
So from there, they told me we do have some siblings. We can send them to these people to you, and you can train them, and from there you can start your journey. And I got a golden opportunity. They used to come to me, and at the beginning, I would say that I I put the cart before the horse. I was not aware what to teach first. Even I was not aware I should have started with tenses.
okay, okay.
Whatever little I know, I knew that point of time, I would say. I just share that knowledge with them. Bit by bit, I got to know, okay, the whatever I started with, that was not right. And from there, I got to know, okay, I must start with this, I must start with this. And like this, my journey started. Now I'm completely into teaching. I really want to make my career in this profession, and there are multiple things I want to do for teaching. I want to have a big name in this industry.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
And what about you? Did you have this idea one day I would become a teacher of English, or it happened by chance?
Like I did not had this idea when I was in college, but when I started working in a corporate sector, like it's a really, hectic job when you are working in a corporate sector. Like you have to, basically sit in front of computer 8 hours, right? You have to work 6 day in a week. Like this is a really hectic job. When I worked there, I realized like I don't have a social life. Like you don't get time to meet with people or spend time with your family members. Your whole world is limited to your home and office. So then I realized like maybe like this is not what I should do. I should look for something that I really like. I hated there working in a corporate sector, and as I mentioned earlier, like I was teaching in college. When I was in college, I used to teach some students. So I like that very much. So when I basically started, it did not like when I did not like corporate sector, I thought maybe I should go for teaching because I liked when I was in college. And then I went for B.Ed, like right, like teacher training course. It takes 2 years. I completed that, and then I am teaching now. So yeah, in the initially like that was not planned. I did not want it to be a teacher. I just wanted to have a normal life. Maybe if I got get job in a government sector or private sector, if they are paying me a handsome salary, then that's all right. But later I realized like salary doesn't matter. What matters is your satisfaction. When you are contented doing something, that's what matter, right? And I'm really satisfied when I am teaching to students and seeing them grow, doing great. So this is a kind of satisfaction I was looking for. And now I have got this thing like I'm in a teaching field, teaching students. So I have realized like this is what I should do my whole life, and I'm made for this, right?
Could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Amit Karkatta. I'm from Jharkhand. I have just completed my bachelor in education, that is teacher training, and now I'm teaching in a high school. My hobbies are playing badminton, hanging out with my friends, and reading books. These are my hobbies.
Wonderful. What do you do in your spare time?
In my spare time, usually I play badminton with my friends or hang out sometime. Right? Like we go outside, we have a lunch. Maybe in the evening we go outside to have some fun. I usually go out with my friends, or sometimes I read books. Usually I read self-help book because it's really helpful. I'm getting basically mature, so I think reading self-help book really helps you to become mature. So I am doing this kind of thing when I have a free time.
Hmm, that's amazing.
What about you? Like,
Right. When it comes to my introduction, my name is Sunil. I am from Delhi. When it comes to my education, I have done BTech, but
okay,
talking about my profession, I have been an English trainer where I provide English classes through online and offline platforms.
okay,
Besides this, I do have a YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Speak More with Sunil, where I usually upload videos based on conversation. These are English conversational videos. Sometimes I also teach some grammar lessons. So, whatever little I know, I just try to share my knowledge with people through YouTube. When it comes to my hobby, I am fond of music. So, whenever I have time or whenever I'm in ecstasy, I make sure I listen to music.
okay. I have watched your videos. Like I was once watching a video where I come across your video. Yeah, you make really good videos. You make some sort of videos, sometime conversational video. I have watched many of your videos. It's amazing. You are really fluent, and you are already mentioned you are an English teacher teaching students how to become fluent in English. That's great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And tell me that what is your English journey?
My English journey. When I was in school, I was learning English, but I was not that serious when I was in school. But when I started my college and completed my college, then went for interview, and I was rejected once, right? So that time I realized like it's very important that you work on your English communication skills, because if you are not good at communication skills, if your English is not good, everyone going to reject you. It doesn't matter for which post you apply, right? Like they are looking for a uh, candidate who can speak English, right? At least read, write, and understand English. They are looking for these kind of candidates. And if you don't have sound knowledge of English, they are not going to hire you at any cost. So then I realized once I was rejected once, realized like I have to work on my communication skills and work pretty much on my communication skill and selected in Amazon. I worked for there in Amazon for around 6 months, and that job did not suit me because I like teaching. I When I was in college, I used to teach students, so I was more into teaching. So I resigned from my job and did my teacher training, and now I'm here teaching in a school, high school, and that's how my English journey has been. I have, throughout these years, I have worked on my communication skills, and now I have also become a teacher of English language.
That sounds amazing. Even I would say I'm also enamored of English. I'm also enamored of teaching.
Okay.
And when it comes to teaching, the pleasure I get from this platform or from this profession, I cannot envision the same thing anywhere. I really love it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
Like because okay, go on, sir.
yes, as I said that my educational background is engineering, but when it comes to my profession, my what I do for a living is just I teach students, I just impart my knowledge to them, and that's how I make a good living.
Okay.
And I'm in a platform, I am somewhere where I can help people. I usually show them the right path, and this profession is really respectful.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's
respect, and you see your success through your students. If they are successful, it means you are successful too. And every day when it comes to me, every day it comes as a new challenge. Every day I really learn new things. Every day I improvise things. Every day I evolve my methods. So I really enjoy, and the more I learn, I feel I don't know anything.
okay. Yeah, definitely. As you mentioned, when your students, like when you are a teacher, when your students succeed, like it's a really joy. You cannot put a price on their happiness when they succeed, right? Like, I have also experienced that when I was teaching my students when they got, good marks after, like completing their session. I was really happy, and when I saw them, being happy and giving me credit, like you helped us, sir, to get these good marks. It was really, like happy moment for me. There was no prize for that kind of, achievement of students.
Right. And I would love to add one more thing here. I would say teaching is prevalent. This does happen everywhere. If you start working in a multinational company, your team leaders, your managers might teach you something, but that is not valued very much. Very limited people know you. If you become a manager, you will be known to that particular background, you will be known to these limited people. But once you are into teaching, if you do your work honestly, so I know that. And talking about social media, through social media, a huge number of people will get to know about you,
Exactly.
that okay, this person is there and he is doing an amazing job. So that's why I like this profession, and I myself love English more than anything. And I feel
Okay.
whenever I speak English, I really become confident. If you don't speak English, somewhere people insult your intelligence.
Exactly. Agree
So
with you.
what? Yes, this is what I feel. So I thought, okay, people should not take me lightly ever. So I thought, okay, I must work on my communication skills so that it would leave a remarkable impression on these people. And I'll also show them that I'm not only an engineer, but also a teacher who can speak very well.
Okay. So, when did this idea come to you? Like you said, you are doing engineer. Like, when did you realize, like, you should go for teaching, you should not go in a engineering field? Like, how did it come to you?
So let's comprehend it in this way. First, I never wanted to be an engineer. That happened by chance.
Okay.
When it comes to teaching, somewhere it was with me. No, it was not there with me to be a teacher of English, but it was always with me that I wanted to have excellent communication skills. Because of communication skills, I was humiliated multiple times. As you faced one of the incidents, that whenever we go for job interviews, so this is prevalent, that interview will be conducted in English. There, I was so disappointed because of my performance. I used to take this language, I used to take this subject for granted all the while. You know why? I was from science background. If someone is already from the science background, it is obvious that these people will understand, they will write impeccably English.
Yeah.
But when it came to me, it was antithesis of it. I was an average student. Having said that, I was terrible at Hindi. I failed in Hindi when I was in 10th class. I must have said it several times in my previous videos.
Okay. Okay.
So people already thought, okay, Sunil is an engineer. He would be very good at communication skills. But they did not know the reality,
Yeah.
how bad I was at this particular language, and how much it intimidated me. It used to intimidate me a lot. So I thought, okay, I would work on my communication skills. I do come from a background where some of my relatives, not many, but some of them are into good professions. They do speak English a bit. So whenever I met them there, it was very difficult to cope with them. And I used to elude myself. I used to run away from these people. Oh, they are there. Let's skip it. And because of this fear, I stopped going to parties. I stopped attending family functions. Deep down, I work on my communication skills, and now I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah, definitely. It is a very important nowadays. When if you don't know this language, as already I mentioned, like can't get a job. Apart from that, as you also told me, like if you have don't have good communication skills, people will look down upon you, right? Like they think you are not intelligent, you don't know anything at all. Even if you have a good skills, maybe you know something very important. Maybe you are very good at engineering, maybe good at computer. But if you don't have a sound knowledge of English, they are not gonna value it. Like a lot, I have talked to many engineers. They after they learn their skill, they go for learning how to go in an interview, how to like basically go for interview and how to appear in interview. So yeah, that's a very important, like you have a very good communication skill.
Hmm. And I would say what pleases me is I do train so many engineers.
Okay.
I'm not my profession, but there are so many people, they sound conceited by saying this, that okay, we are engineers, we are getting hefty amount of salaries, this I am getting this package, this and that. And I just turn a deaf ear to these people. I know that what I'm doing. I have trained people, those who are managers. I'm not saying that I know everything. No, I do not know everything. I'm just working. I somewhere I consider myself that I'm a learner. But yes, one thing is certain, that there are many things which set me apart from so many people, so-called engineers, I would say. So I can proudly say that I do train these people, and we have to understand this, and we have to accept that because of communication skills, there are many people, they are really skillful, but because of their communication skills, they are unable to clear the important interviews of their lives.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, I have also talked to
So they
many.
come.
Yeah, like they usually say they are really good at something they have worked on. Like maybe if they are computer engineers, they are really good at computer engineers, but they don't have good communication skills, right? So yeah, I agree with you.
Yes, I concur with this point. When it comes to working in a multinational company, you know what happens? They do make you work like a dog, and the
Exactly.
salary that is meager, that doesn't justify our work. And when you are into teaching, you do things according to you. Sometimes we can also charge according to our hard work, according to our knowledge. The more
Exactly.
you, the more you can charge. But in multinational companies, there is really no growth. But here, you can do wonders.
Exactly, exactly. There is a lot of growth. Like when you are in teaching field, you are going to learn a lot of things when you are teaching to your students. And apart from that, as you mentioned, like when you are working in a corporate sector, like they are making you work according to their rules, according to their ethics, right? Like you have nothing to contribute there. Like they are already planned, like what you have to do, right? You are nothing bringing new. Like everything is set there, like rules, regulations, everything. Like you are not doing anything according to you. They have already made a schedule for you, they already made a script for you, they are already defined what you have to do in this job. But when it comes to teaching, like you do according to your own, right? Like whatever you feel would help your student, you go with that. So that's the beauty of teaching. And you know that's the reason also I would say I chose this field. When I realized like you are doing everything according to your own, whatever you feel like doing, and whatever you feel like would help your student, you are doing that. So yeah, that's what helped me to come to this field.
Right. Vividly speaking, we have this fallacy. If we start working in a multinational company, especially when we start our career with international companies, so what happens is we feel that okay, we are going to learn a lot from these organizations. But somewhere this is our misconception. It really doesn't work like that. We are always given scripts, and according to those scripts, we have to articulate things and we have to hold conversations. So I don't feel it works. You just mug up lines there. You start with greeting, and then there are some formats. How you can I have your number? So these are like fixed lines, and apart from that, you do not learn anything. When you are there, the ambience is not thoroughly for English. You
Yeah.
do have your friends there, and if you try speaking, they would certainly deride you. They would say, "Oh, look at him, that he's just showing off." And there are many things that which are so humiliating.
Yeah,
So,
I
mhm,
also joined Amazon thinking maybe my English will improve, right? Because like when you are working in Amazon, it's an international company. Maybe you will get to meet a lot of people who speak in English. So yeah, you will interact with people. When I but started working there, I realized they are only giving you scripts. Like you have to use this script totally. Everything is scripted. Right, and everyone in a that particular company are talking in Hindi. Whenever they are talking on the phone, or talking to clients, they are talking in English. Otherwise there is no any English speaking ambience over there. Like everything they are doing, that is written on a script. They are just reading those script when they are talking to clients. So yeah, this is truth.
is totally. And we have this. Even I joined a multinational company thinking the same. It would really help me. It would enrich my communication skills, and I would be the best version of myself. But later on, I realized that whatever I knew, I forgot most of the things. Then I thought I again work on my communication skills. So that was the most despicable thing I would say that I had that point of time. Now I am enjoying every bit of this profession. I also have a German questions. I have a German question for you. That question
Okay.
is that has this language ever scared you?